Uganda's lions are among the country's most iconic wildlife, but their survival is far from guaranteed. New figures indicate that the total population now stands at just under 300 lions, down from about 400 a decade ago. A sharp decline driven by poaching, habitat loss, and conflict with surrounding communities. The majority of these lions are found in Murchison Falls National Park, which holds close to 240 individuals, making it Uganda's most important lion stronghold. But elsewhere, the picture is more worrying. In Queen Elizabeth National Park, famous for its tree-climbing lions, numbers have dropped to around 40, and in Kidepo Valley National Park, only a handful between 12 and 22 remain as of early 2025.
The story of the lion population in the country is that of reduction and increment, because sometime back we had a big number of lions in various parks in Murchison Falls, in the Queen Elizabeth National Park, and the Valley National Park. But owing to the fact that we've had a bad history of poaching, so quite a number was poached and we lost a number of lions.
Human-wildlife conflict remains one of the biggest threats. When lions stray into communities and attack livestock, some residents retaliate, often using poison. Just recently, 2 lions were killed in Queen Elizabeth National Park after consuming laced meat. But authorities say technology is helping to fight back.
We also lost a number of them to retaliatory killings. You know, these are animals that go out of the protected areas and they go to communities and they kill their livestock, and some community members choose to also retaliate. They poison, they get meat and lace it with poison, and then strategically position it somewhere inside the park, and when the lions come and they eat it and they die. You know, recently we lost 2 lions in Queen, and what did we do? We realized that actually they ate meat that was laced with poison. Luckily, using the technology that we have, the Earth Ranger technology, we are able to follow these people and arrest them. And now you see they are being prosecuted in the courts of law.
Even in the wild, survival is not guaranteed. Lion cubs face high mortality rates, born blind and vulnerable, often falling prey to predators or even rival males that kill offspring to dominate prides.
Lions have a high infant mortality rate. Many of them die when they are young. First of all, they are born without sight. So in the process, when the mother goes to hunt, the young ones can wander around in the bush and some of them die in the process. But also the males, normally they don't want young ones that don't belong to them. So if a male comes into a pride of lionesses, it wants to kill all the offsprings so that it can have its own. So that also contributes to a high infant mortality rate for lions.
Despite these challenges, conservationists say there is hope. Enhanced patrols, increased surveillance, and compensation schemes for affected communities are helping reduce conflict and protect the animals.
Our foot soldiers are always on the ground to ensure that these lions are not poached. That's 1. 2, we have also enhanced the monitoring. We monitor their movements. So if we see lions outside the protected areas in communities, we know they are likely to either kill livestock in the community, but also they can also injure community members. And because of this, that's why we have retaliatory killings. So what we've done is to enhance monitoring so that once they go out to the community, we are able to quickly deploy our teams to go and ensure that they come back to inside the protected areas. We're able to tell if someone does anything to our lions now using our software or our system, what we call Earth Ranger. You could call this a 3rd foot on the ground. Government came up with a compensation scheme. If a lion goes outside the park and it eats someone's goat or cow, instead of this person killing the lion, they will come and report and we compensate them. So that has also contributed to the increment in the numbers that I was talking about.
There are also visible signs of recovery. In some parks, lions are being spotted more frequently, sometimes even lounging along tarmac roads, a sign they feel safer in their habitat. Tourists continue to flock to see Uganda's unique wildlife, including the rare tree-climbing lions, an attraction that few destinations can offer. But in Kidepo, the situation remains fragile. Cross-border poaching and regional instability have taken a heavy toll, prompting authorities to consider bold recovery measures, including reintroducing lions from genetically compatible populations.
The challenge with Kidepo, the numbers in Kidepo have dwindled drastically, largely owing to the poachers who are coming from South Sudan. Of course, there is a lot of instability in that place, and as such, we've seen armed personnel entering the park and killing these lions. However, we are now undertaking what we call a lion recovery throughout the entire country, and we wanted to start with Kidepo Valley National Park. So we had to do a genetic analysis of the lions in Kidepo to find out whether we can take, for example, some of the lions from Uweki to Kidepo, or can we take some of the lions from Machon to Kidepo. We had to do a genetic analysis to establish the genetic diversity of the lions. So we realized that we can only bring lions in Kidepo from South Sudan or northeastern Kenya or Ethiopia. So the plan is to reintroduce the lions to Kidepo through importing them. So plan to import lions and then introduce them to Kidepo.
Beyond conservation, lions are a key pillar of Uganda's tourism economy. They attract thousands of visitors each year, supporting jobs, businesses, and national revenue.
We need to appreciate that UWA alone has a force of over 3,000 people. These are jobs created to protect the lions also. Okay? Now, the tourism sector alone contributes around 670,000 jobs. Okay? And here you have guides, you have drivers, you have people into operations. All these are doing business in the industry, and there is no way you can downplay the role of lions in all this, because like I said, it is one of the unique attractions that we have.
With experiential tourism offerings allowing visitors to get closer to wildlife, Uganda is betting on its lions to boost its global tourism appeal and earnings. And as conservation efforts intensify, the goal is clear: to not only protect the species, but to rebuild its numbers. A nationwide lion census is expected to confirm whether these efforts are paying off. But for now, the numbers tell a mixed story: decline, but also determination.